Indiana husband is charged with murdering his breast cancer surviving wife and dumping her body in a creek. Let's get into this news story. Elizabeth and Nikki Wilhoite just wanted a fresh start. After being diagnosed with breast cancer last fall, the 42-year-old had just completed her last round of chemotherapy, an achievement the mother of two documented on social media. But authorities said that the milestone was almost immediately eclipsed when Elizabeth learned that Andrew, her husband, with whom she raised livestock in rural Indiana, had been having an affair. Elizabeth hired a lawyer and submitted a petition for legal separation in Boone County Circuit Court on March the 18th. So on March the 24th, during a particular grueling fight about the affair and Elizabeth's steps towards divorce, prosecutors alleged that Andrew Wilhoite just snapped. They said that he hit his wife with a cement gallon-sized flower pot in the face before dumping her body in the creek near their home, and later admitted to killing her, while claiming she attacked him first. The Boone County Sheriff Department found Elizabeth's body on March the 26th under 3 feet of water. On Monday, Wilhoite, whose mother is a county council member in Boone County, was charged with the murder in an incident that left friends and the community members very stunned. According to the affidavit, the investigation into Elizabeth's disappearance began on this past Friday, when her co-workers reported that she did not show up for work. In her initial call with authorities, a co-worker indicated that Elizabeth was having issues with her husband and had recently filed for divorce. It was not like Elizabeth not to show up for work, the co-worker had added, according to the affidavit. When officers showed up at Wilhoite's home about 30 minutes outside Indianapolis, they was greeted by 3 of Andrew's Wilhoite children, one of whom was from a previous marriage. 2 of the children indicated that Elizabeth was not home and that they had been trying to contact her themselves. The stepdaughter, the affidavit states, added that Elizabeth might be with her sister and that Elizabeth leaves when she gets upset. As authorities were starting to leave the family farm, the affidavit says that Andrew pulled into the driveway in a blue tractor and indicated that his wife was missing. Andrew stated that they had a pretty good fight last night and that she was drunk, the affidavit states. Now, Andrew stated, as you can see, as he pointed to the scratch marks on his neck. Andrew then allegedly began to tell the authorities that his wife had slept on the couch the night of March the 24th after a fight, that he did not see her the next morning when he left early to haul corn. Andrew stated that he was laying in the bed and Elizabeth was flipping out, the affidavit states. Andrew advised that it was not the first time that an incident like this had occurred. Andrew stated that he's done things to Elizabeth that he shouldn't have done before. He added that he was also found out from his accountant that approximately $3,000 was taken out of their bank account and that he had been advised that Elizabeth had a lawyer and was filing for divorce, the affidavit states. Andrew then allegedly went as far to say that he believed maybe something drug-related occurred with his wife. But authorities said that Andrew's story began to unravel once they spoke with Elizabeth's father, who clarified that his daughter took out the money from the bank account on March the 18th because she was going to have to divorce Andrew. Her father, Thomas Richard, added that he believed that maybe Andrew did something to Elizabeth, the affidavit says. During the search of the property, authorities discovered blood on the bed sheets and the pillow of their master bedroom, along with small droplets on and around the door inside the master bathroom on the sink. The search for Elizabeth prompted the Indiana State Police to intervene. During the interview, Andrew confessed to having an affair that his wife recently found out about, and that she had taken the news very hard, the affidavit says. He added that while he thought the couple, who was married in 2009, were going to work it out, he had planned to go to counseling in May. His wife blindsided him by hiring an attorney and handling him a legal notification of separation and requesting he sign it. Andrew stated that he refused to sign the documents without his own attorney reviewing it, the affidavit added. The night before Elizabeth went missing, the farmer said that the couple spent 3 hours in the garage fighting about the affair. Eventually, the argument continued to the bedroom, where Andrew told authorities Elizabeth came to him in a combative manner and began hitting his back. Elizabeth was yelling at Andrew for having the affair and was emotionally upset with him. Andrew stated that he has hit Elizabeth in the past, but did not during this particular altercation, the affidavit states. Elizabeth left the room and went to sleep on the couch, while Andrew went to sleep in the bed. Investigators say that while Andrew at first insisted that nothing else happened that night, he eventually confessed to killing his wife hours into the interrogation. He allegedly told police that Elizabeth began yelling at him about the affair and started physically striking him and telling him to leave the house. Andrew said that he physically threw Elizabeth out the front door of the house before he picked up a cement gallon-sized flower pot that had dirt in it and struck Elizabeth in the face, the affidavit states. Elizabeth fell to the ground and Andrew stated that he didn't know what to do. So he took Elizabeth's body, placed it in a pickup, and threw it in a nearby creek that was east of the home, prosecutors added. They alleged that Andrew went as far as to collect the broken part pieces and put them in a plastic bag. The affidavit notes that when investigators asked Andrew if his wife was still breathing when he threw her in the creek, he admitted that he didn't know because he didn't check, but that he did not recall her groaning and moving at all. He also described to the investigators how he threw his wife's body over the wall of the bridge into the creek and that he believed she was still there. Now later that morning, Andrew threw the broken pieces of the flower pot out the truck window as he was traveling to drop off a corn shipment, authorities say. Police immediately placed Andrew under arrest and he is currently being held without bond at the Boone County Jail. He is expected to have his initial court appearance on Tuesday. Just imagine surviving an illness with a low chance of recovery only to get murdered by your cheating husband. You know, that husband couldn't handle her moving on and possibly finding happiness and love somewhere else. So instead of owning up to his selfishness and insensitive behavior, he'd rather face prison time for taking her life and leaving their beautiful children motherless. So this deacon at my old church had a wife that had terminal cancer. And I used to see him all the time on the next street. And then when I passed by the house, like I'm headed to the grocery store, headed to work or whatever, he was there. And you'll see him on the porch with the lady. You'll see him at the car with the lady. You'll see him hugged up, see them kiss. Oh, I seen all of it. And someone else did too. And they reported to the pastor and he was kicked off the board. It's very common for men to have affairs when their wives become sick or even pregnant, or they just leave them all together. Man, I don't see where the husband, wives just died and the following week the girlfriend moved in and here they go marry. Just that quick. The wife ain't even cold in the ground yet and he already moved on. Now, going back to the case, the husband probably was hoping that the cancer would take her out and was pissed that she had survived. And they need to look into any type of life insurance policies. But ladies, let this be a lesson and move in silence. It's tempting to want to air out a cheating man, but please don't do that. Do not try to work it out. Whatever evidence you have, save it for the divorce attorney. And act like everything is normal. Quickly arrange a new apartment, home, temporary place to stay with trusting loved one. Do not have him serve with divorce papers until you are safely moved out. Probably while he's not at home. You can hire someone to serve him. It doesn't have to be you. Do not tell him where you live. If you have children, this will obviously be a little harder. and you should consult with your attorney. I watch a lot of crime shows, and men will kill you because they got caught. Men that are scary and hate interactions will rather kill you in a fit of rage than to have the issues mediated. Men that care a lot about how others perceive them will kill you. A divorce made them look bad, and they wouldn't have that. May the victim rest in peace, and my condolences out to her family. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do not forget to drop down in the comments and tell me your thoughts on this story. I'll love to hear from you. Make sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button and notification bell so you never miss an upload. I'm Lady T. I will catch you the next time. Be blessed. Bye.